Welcome. You are now on your journey to a better SAT. Lesson 1, Part 2. So what should you expect when you take the SAT? First, this test is split into 10 sections. The order of the sections is random and can vary from person to person even in the same room. However, the essay is always the first section. Most other sections will be 25 minutes long, with a shorter 10-minute writing section and another 20-minute reading section. Also, one of the sections will be unscored. This section contains field test questions that are being phased into future SATs. You will not know which section this is, so make sure to try your hardest on all the sections. You should arrive at your testing location at 7:45 a.m. Testing should commence between 8:30 and 9, but the one day you are late, they will probably start the test sooner. If you are testing in a location unfamiliar to you, you may want to show up earlier to find the correct parking and entrance to the testing site. During the test, you will get 3 5-minute breaks. These breaks can be used to eat one of your snacks or use the restroom. Note that you cannot bring your snacks into the testing area. They must be consumed elsewhere. Also, during the test, you may use the restroom, but the time will not be paused and you will lose those minutes. You will also need to keep your ID and admissions ticket with you on your desk during the entire test. You should have assigned seating, so ask your test proctor where they would like you to sit. You must complete the 10 sections in the order they are given. Each section will be individually timed, and you are only allowed to work on that section during that time period. If you have finished early, you may not continue to the next section until the subsequent time period has begun. Be careful when marking your answer document. If you notice a stray mark on a section of your answer document that is not located on the section currently assigned, you may not go back and erase it. Editing previous sections can be grounds to have your score canceled, so be careful. What do you need to bring? First, you will need a valid ID. This can be a driver's license, a passport, or a photo student ID. Make sure it is current. An expired ID will keep you from taking your test. Also, make sure your legal name on your ID matches the one on your admissions ticket. Be careful about signing up to College Board with a nickname. For example, if your name is Michael, do not put Mike on your admissions ticket. This could cause you to not be admitted to the testing area. You will also need several sharpened pencils. Now is not the time to buy the cheap pencils. Go get the good ones. You are not guaranteed to be able to see a clock from your desk, so take a watch that doesn't beep so you can pace yourself. This is a timed test, and is probably much shorter per question than you are used to. Bring some snacks and water, but remember, you cannot have it at your desk. You can only consume them during the 5-minute breaks. Also, don't forget an acceptable calculator. Calculators are actually not 100% necessary to take the SAT. If your calculations are resulting in an irrational or negative number, you have done something wrong. All answers should be integers, simple fractions, or terminating decimals. We will go over this in detail later. Just make sure that it is a normal graphing calculator or scientific calculator. TI-83s, 84s, and Inspire CXs are the most common. Some common rules, though, are that any calculator with the following are not allowed. It's not allowed if the calculator requires a wall plug, if it makes noise, if it has access to the internet, or has a QWERTY keyboard or paper tape. The QWERTY keyboard is a type of keyboard on your computer. Notice the top row of letters begin QWERTY. If you have a TI Inspire, you will notice that the keyboard is in alphabetical order. This is the reason why. In addition to the things you should bring, there are several things that you should not bring. Leave your cell phone in the car. Being caught with a cell phone in the testing room can be grounds for immediate dismissal. Don't bring your own scratch paper. You must fit all of your work into your test booklet. Mechanical pencils and pens are also not allowed. You must use a standard number 2. And again, leave the expired IDs at home. So now that you have everything prepared, what kind of score should you be shooting for? Well, that varies for everyone. The national average is about 1,500, but you will have to research each individual university to see what their acceptance score is. That said, even if you are uncertain about where you want to go to school, you will have the opportunity to select where to send your scores now. Send them to any university you even thought about applying to. Sending them now is free, but you may need to pay a fee to send them later. If you are unhappy with your score, don't worry. When you send your scores a second time, they will override your first scores. Some schools will even create what is called a super score by adding together your highest individual section scores across multiple tests. And that wraps up Lesson 1. In the next few lessons, we will look over the types of questions you will see on the exam. See you soon.